Alright, so starting out, guys, I already shaded in my brows using the MAC pencil and spiked, and I'm just cleaning up my brows with that small angle brush, and I'll be using the LA Girl concealer in pure beige. So I'm just going right underneath that line to create more definition and more precision, and you're just going to make sure that you bring that concealer all the way down, highlighting that brow bone. Then I'm going on top with the same angle brush with the same concealer, and I'm just going to go on top and outline the brow, clean it up, make sure it's nice and sharp. Then I'm going to go in with the Sigma brush. I forgot what number it is, and I'm just doing a lot of extra talking in the video, but I'm just going to go ahead and pat out the concealer. You want to make sure that you're patting to keep the product in place, keeping it nice and highlighted but blended at the same time. And you're just going to do the same to the other brow. Take that angle brush and use the LA Girl concealer, and you just start within the arch and work your way to the front of the brow and then all the way to the tail of the brow. And you just want to make sure you're cleaning it up, making sure that it's nice and precise, keeping it highlighted. Make sure you bring the concealer all the way down, highlight that arch, clean up the brow. And I will leave in the description the brushes I used. Not all of them are like name brand, but the ones that I do mention, I will make sure I leave in the description. And again, you just want to make sure you blend the concealer out, patting it, making sure that you keep the product in place. I love a dramatic brow. How bomb. You want to make sure you go ahead and blend that concealer on the top as well. Ooh. Alright, so now that I'm done with my brows, I went ahead and added some scotch tape to the corners of my eye just so it can help keep the shadows in place. I'll be using the Morphe 352 palette. It's a bunch of neutrals. I'll be using some oranges and reds and browns. And I'll be using the BH88 matte palette as well, using some of the blues and purples. So I'm going to go in with my transition shade using a yellow from the BH Cosmetic palette. And I'm just going to blend that out. So I sped up the video a bit because I realized that I'm just not that great at editing, obviously. And whatever you do to one side, you just want to do to the other. So I'm just going in with that yellow shade. Then I'm going to go into the Morphe palette and use an orange shade. And you're going to blend that into the yellow, making sure you don't lose that yellow as your transition shade. So I went back and added a little more yellow because I felt like I was losing it. And I just blended it into the orange. Then I'm going to go in with the purple color from the BH Cosmetic palette. And you're just going to deposit that color right on the lid and blend it out towards the orange. So again, you want to make sure that you're just blending that purple out into the orange. Then I'm going to use a flat angle brush, and with the same LA Girl concealer, I'm just going to go ahead and cut that crease. And then I'm just going to deposit some blue pigment into where I cut that crease. I didn't cut a full circle, more like a half a circle. And just deposit that blue color from the BH Cosmetic palette. I just deposit any blue that I saw. And you're going to do the same. Cut the crease on the other eye with the LA Girl concealer and deposit that blue. I didn't realize I sped up the video so weirdly, so bear with me, guys. This is my second tutorial. Then I'm just taking a brush and blending all the colors through. And then for my foundation, I'll be using the Maybelline FITME. And then I'll be using the WetNWild. The Maybelline is in the shade 335 and the WetNWild is in Coca. And I'll be using a Sigma Kabuki brush just to blend that foundation in. Complexion is probably my favorite part of makeup. Just making sure that like everything's blended and looking natural at the same time. And it's like the perfect match. And you just want to make sure that you're blending it down around the lips and down the neck as well. I also added lashes. These lashes are Ardell and they are mega wispies. Then I'm going in with that same LA Girl concealer, and I'm just going to go ahead and highlight my face, my under eyes, the bridge of my nose, and my forehead. And I'm going to use that same Sigma Kabuki brush to blend it out. I'm not really a fan of sponges because I feel like no matter the quality of the sponge, it picks up too much product. And I just like, I don't know, I like brushes better. I like for my skin to really just be blended and seamless and just even. Then I'm going to go ahead and carve out some bone structure, adding depth to my cheekbones. I'll be using the MAC Cosmetic Blush and Blunt. And I'm just going to go ahead and contour my cheeks. And my chin as well. And you just want to make sure that you carve out that forehead as well. Then I'm going in with my Laura Mercier or Mercier, I don't know. Either way, going in with the Laura setting powder, and I'm just going to go ahead and bake my under eye, my forehead, and around my mouth in areas where you tend to crease or get oily. And this is like the only thing I use the sponge for. So I already applied my lip because honestly, I used a bunch of lip combinations to achieve this look. But now I'm just going in with my e.l.f. 3-in-1 mascara. And I'm just going to go ahead and top off my bottom lashes. Oops. I'm just going to apply that mascara to my bottom lashes. I have extremely long bottom lashes, so I don't usually prime my bottom lashes, but I know some artists do. Then I'm just going to use my Anastasia blush kit. I'm just going to use all 4 colors and just use the blush. And then I'm using the Urban Decay Hydra Quick Fix setting spray. And then I'm just going in with the NYX Butter Gloss. And I'll drop the shade in the description because I'm not sure what shade I used. But it's a really cute nude. And that's the end of the look. Let me know what you think, guys. Be sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment.